I'm Officer Jalen Brooks. I've been with the Bedford Police Department for about 2 years. I work nights. I really love the night shift. I usually start my day, we get into the PD, we'll sit in briefing, catch up on what the previous shifts have done, and then we'll head out. We'll go to our beats. My beat is 5 at the moment. 5 beat is the northeast part of the city, up all of 121 basically. So out on patrol, first and foremost is safety, always safety. Anyone who is flagging us down, needing us help, motorist assist, anything like that, we just make sure that once we get there, the scene is safe so that we can continue to investigate or we can, kind of handle the problem. I'm on the bike team here at Bedford. The bike unit is cool for a lot of reasons. It's easier to get into places that obviously vehicles can't fit, such as our trails or apartment complexes. If you're trying to lower your visibility, a bicycle is a really good tool for that. It's also just a great way for our community to see us not always in a patrol car, most of the time, people are just seeing these huge black SUVs rolling by with Bedford police on the side, but it's cool for them to actually see us pedaling around with our helmets on. They can wave, they can high five, they can do anything like that, and it's just a cool interaction with them. I love doing this job for the satisfaction of helping people, getting them out of difficult situations. So when it came to law enforcement, that was one of the things that drew me probably in the most, I think. It was just such a great opportunity to kind of extend myself in that way. I love the work that I do, and I love serving this community.